Hi everyone, it's Jill with Greenwood Girl Cards, and I am coming on to share all of my gingerbread tags that I have been working on for the past, I think it's been at least a week, maybe a week and a half, I'm not sure. But basically since I finished my last video, which was, I think, the candy canes. So anyway, I'm coming on to share with you a bunch of tags. And I'm going to start by going through the products because I find that that's just a little bit easier. If you're not interested in the products, you can fast forward till you see that I get to the tags. I used this Merry Wishes stamp from Lawn Fawn. Okay. And this is, I think it's called Tiny Tag Sayings. So this is a nice one to have for smaller sentiments. I use this CC Designs stamp set, and it's called Snowy. And I use this Snowy Wishes to You on a card, I believe. I use this Baked with Love sentiment, and I cut it in 3 to make it fit on the tags, and you'll see that in a minute. I use this Warm Wishes sentiment on the inside of a card. And then on a lot of the tags, I used, where is it? Homemade Gingerbread. I use this sentiment, and this again is the Friendship Jar Holiday Fillers from Paper Tray Ink. Okay, so those are the stamp sets that I used. Let me try and set these aside so I have more room on my table here. And then for the dies, I use this set of dies from Pinkfresh. It's called Pinkfresh Studio. Okay, and my friend Ivana, she's a design team member for Pinkfresh, and she introduced this on her blog one day. She did some projects and I just fell in love with it. So it's a ton of dies, you guys. It has a set of circle dies with inlays, and then a ton of here, I guess I can just show you here, but I won't show you the whole thing. If you guys are interested in seeing the whole thing, you can go to their website. Okay, so again, it's Pinkfresh Studio. Okay, so I use those dies for some of the tag bases. I use this Spellbinders die set, and right now I can't find the envelope for it, so I just brought it down so you can see the dies. This was available at Michael's. I think it was available at Hobby Lobby. It probably still is. If not, it may be retired. But any type of mixer and utensils could be used if you want to try and do a similar tag to what I've created today. So, and then these are from Lawn Fawn. These are their various tiny tags. I think this one's I think it's called the Winter Wishes or something, and then this one is just a general tag set. So I used both of those. I used this medium tag die from Cat Scrappiness. Okay. That's the size that I used. I pulled it up so you could see which one it was. So Cat Scrappiness, hello to them. And I used this set of journal cards from Paper Tray Ink. I use this a lot for tag making. From Little Inker Designs, I used this little gingerbread several times. And this one also I used a face from Cottage Cuts to stamp on it. But I also wanted to point out that this set, if you own this set from Lawn Fawn, it has little faces in it too, and a lot of their sets do. So if you can't find the Cottage Cuts stamps or Peachy Keen, and you have some Lawn Fawn stamps, you have faces that you can use. So it's always good to look through what you have. I use this little tag right here, and this is a new die set that I purchased recently when scrapbook.com was having a sale. I think I got it at scrapbook.com or Simon Says Stamp, I can't remember. But this is a Sizzix die, and I have if you guys want to see who it's by, it looks like this on the websites, and it's by Sophie, and I'm probably going to botch your last name, Sophie, but Sophie Guilar is the designer. Okay, and this is a Thinlits die, and I ordered this because it has everything you would want to make a stocking, including the separate pieces for the heel and toe. And then it has a bow, the candy cane, a little scalloped edge, and a tag. So I just thought this was the perfect die set. I thought this was really neat. So I'm hoping to be making tags with this very soon. But for today, I did use this little stitch tag die. It's really cute. So from Frantic Stamper, I also use this called the Kitchen Dress A2 Card Maker. And I think this is something where you could actually make the card with this die if you wanted to. The part that I used was this center piece. I used the spoon, I used the rolling pin, I used the star, I used the tiny buttons, and I used the bow on a lot of my gingers. I also used this pocket on one of the tags to actually stick a baby ginger in. So you'll see that in a minute. From Simon Says Stamp, I used this die. This was part of, it's called Holiday Snowflake Tag, and this was part of their Christmas release last year. So I'm really excited to see what everybody's going to be coming out with for Christmas. Here's the Cottage Cuts die that I used, and this one it includes the two little face stamps from Peachy Keen. Okay, I don't know if this is retired or not. It may still be available, or you could call Scrapping Cottage and ask them. If you don't see it on their site, you could ask if it's possible to still get it. You might be able to find it at various stores also if you did a Google search. So again, it has two little face stamps. There's the stamps right there. I keep them with the set. And then I also used, these are the old Quick Cuts 2x2 dies. I also used these, and that's what you're going to see on a lot of the tags, the baby gingers, a girl and a boy. Okay, and then here's the plate die. This is that Cottage Cuts die. This is what it looks like. Okay, so these definitely are older style plate dies, but they still work great, and I love the size of these little gingers. They're really cute. So it's nice to have all different sizes for different size tags. Then I have tons of just little holly dies and different things I use to decorate with. I use this die for some snowflakes on one of them. This die is from the cat's pajamas. And this is the die I use to cut a lot of snowflakes all at once in more of a medium size. This one I use to cut smaller snowflakes all at once. And I can't remember if this is a Simon Says Stamp or a memory box die. I don't remember. But, and then this is a Tailored Expression Little Bits strawberry box, and I think this would be really cute with snowflakes in it on a tag, so that's why that's in there, because I pulled a bunch of stuff out to work with. So these are all just various dies. I think one of the holly dies that I used is from Tailored Expressions, and you can kind of see I used this particular one on the tags I'm going to show you. Okay. So, but again, any holly die that you have would work. I made a card using this mixing bowl and spoon. I just bought this die on eBay. It's by Quick Cuts, so it is probably more, you know, I think Quick Cuts no longer exist. They were rolled into another company, and now We Are Memory Keepers bought that company. So I don't know that you can get this die anymore other than if someone is reselling it or something. So anyway, but I ordered it again on eBay from someone who was reselling it. I love this die. This is from Frantic Stampers. I had been looking for a mixing bowl set, and I can't remember if I just got this at the end of last Christmas or if I bought it more recently. I can't remember. But like I said, I make a lot of baking themed tags. So I did use that set a ton in what you're going to see. Here is the mitten die from Spellbinder. You guys have all seen this. I use this practically every single year. And then I also used these two sets from Tailored Expressions. If you go to their website, it's the clothes as well as the gingerbread. And I'm sorry, I've got some extra die cuts in here. But it's the gingerbread and then the clothes for the gingerbread. So I made tags with this. Here's what the die set kind of looks like. It's kind of a mess right now because, again, I've been crafting all weekend. And it took me longer to pull all my supplies together to show you than I feel like it did to do the tags. That's really not true, though. All right, so let's get started. So I'll start by showing you this one. This uses that Pinkfresh Studio circle tag that I was showing you. I just fell in love with this. Hi, Ivana. I just love this die, and I'm so glad that you showed it on your blog. I just think this is adorable, and I love that you get that two-tone effect, and there's a bunch of different cutouts that you can use. So I use the bowls from Frantic Stamper, and then the little gingers, of course, with their little faces. I highlighted the faces with the eyes with some chalk, artist chalk pencil, so that they would pop a little bit. So I thought that turned out really cute. And I used the rest of this little tinsel ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby last year. So you know how Muriel shows her empties? I made all these tags, you guys, and I went through an entire thing. I finished using the rest of this tinsel twine, so that's one empty, and then I finished a whole bottle of glue. So those are my empties, Muriel. I wanted to share that with you, and I think I actually emptied one other spool of ribbon, but I think I threw the ribbon spool out. So I think I have a total of 3 empties so far, and it's always nice to use up your craft products that you purchase. So this tag I thought turned out really cute. And then I also used the Pinkfresh Studio, one of the big tag dies that's included that has a scalloped edge here. And I used, I wanted to make a tag that had gingerbreads in an oven mitt. And so I took a mitten die and I embossed it to kind of look like an oven mitt. I just used a heart embossing folder. You could use a snowflake one to make it more Christmassy. You could do whatever you want. I used that Baked with Love sentiment from Lawn Fawn. I decorated my little Cottage Cuts gingerbread. I used the bow that was in the die from Frantic Stampers, the apron die. And then I used this little whisk that's part of that bowl set that I showed you from Frantic Stampers. So I thought this turned out really cute. I've only made one of these so far, but I think I'm going to make more because I thought this turned out really sweet. And then on the back, it's just a craft tag. So I double layered it once with pattern paper and then with craft. And that gives it a nice weight. And my family tends to use these more as ornaments at the church. They decorate the church with my tags. So I don't put to and froms on the back anymore because I don't know how it's going to be used. Sometimes it ends up being used as a tag. Other times it ends up being used as an ornament. So those are the ones using the dies, the base dies, tag dies from Pinkfresh Studio. All right, and then the next set I'm going to show you. These are using that Paper Tray Ink Journal card set. And it has a scallop backer and then a plain rectangle that you can cut your pattern paper from. So these ones say Homemade Gingerbread. It has the Cottage Cuts little ginger girl, and then just using the same things once again. I used felt up here. The felt I get is from either the Felt Pod, Benzie design, or Paper Tray Ink. I have felt from all 3 places, and I'm not sure where this particular cream one is from. I use that scrubby sparkle yarn to tie the felt after I threaded it through. Okay, so there's that one. Here's one. I'm going to try not to get confused on what I've shown you, you guys, and what I haven't shown. Here's that little tag I showed you guys from that stocking set, and it has the gingerbread sentiment on it. And again, this is some gingham ribbon and that sparkle yarn. And then this one, I have the mommy holding the baby. So I just thought that was so cute. I come from a big family, and so I like showing families on my tags. So here's another one. On this one, I put the handmade gingerbread on the tag on top of the bowl. Okay. So, and this paper, this background paper, and a lot of the papers that I'm showing you, like the paper for this bowl, this is an Arala paper, but I don't know. I did not see it in her store the last time. So, Beatrice, if you're watching and this paper is still available, could you send me a link? I sent you a note this week, so could you send me a link back if this paper is still available? It was a set with a cream and then a green, and they came in half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet size, I believe. And I know you've revamped a bunch of your stuff, and I did not see this one there. So, but this one I believe is still available. So these were papers from Arala shop. This adorable little circle crepe paper is from my friend Susan. Hi, Susan. Susan Laverty, if you guys don't follow her on Instagram, please go take a look. She's an incredible crafter. There's so many people that are so talented. Susan is another one. My friend Alease, Laura, who's the TheRobnLaura. Muriel, MsCoopersCoop. There's so many people that make beautiful things. So I hope you'll go check them out. My friend Sybil, hi Sybil. Sybil just shared my candy cane tags, or a link to one of my tags on her channel. So go check out SybilB. And I haven't even had a chance to watch it yet, Sybil, because I've been trying to put this video together all morning. So anyway, I did use a heart punch to punch little hearts in the corners of this tag, and that was one of the hearts is how I tied on this. So there's those two, and here's a couple more. This one's in blue. And I just think sometimes it's fun to do non-traditional colors, also because these can just be used in the winter to give someone a loaf of bread. Maybe somebody's got a cold or the flu and you're just giving them a little pick-me-up package. So my mom loves to have baking themed tags on hand, so I'll be giving some of these to her, both Christmas themed ones and just kind of everyday ones. And then this was the actual prototype. You know, I told you guys I always try to make a tag to kind of get an idea of how I'm going to do my production. So this was my first tag, and you can see on this one I used that snowflake die, and I put some snowflakes in the background. And this is that cat scrappiness tag that I showed you. So this was my very first one for this year of gingerbreads, and I colored the girl a little bit differently, like she has an apron or a dress on, and then the boy just has buttons. So one thing that's different about the tags is I haven't put any glitter glue on them yet, and I may still do it, but for the sake of getting this video posted, I decided to wait, because I would have had to wait for them to dry for a long time before I could do the video. So then I have those same tags in a Christmas theme, like I just showed you. So here's a bunch of these. I'll just really quick go through them. You can see the different ribbons and different bowl types that I use. This one, the Baked with Love, is on the bowl, and it doesn't have the gingerbread, the homemade gingerbread on it. So some of them I did both. They're just all a little bit different but similar. So these ones are all in the red theme. I used a Copic marker to add green to the Baked with Love. I don't know if you can see it well on camera, but it's just fun to color up the little gingerbreads, make a huge pile of them, have them ready. Some of them I inked the gingerbread to make them look more like cookies. You know, and give it more of a distressed finish, more of a Tim Holtz look, where you kind of distress the different features. So that's really cute. And then here's one where I didn't distress it, and it has the mama in with the two babies. And I just love these ones where it's a little gingerbread family. I just think they're so cute. So anyway, I think these turned out really sweet. And you know, gingerbread tags are probably my favorite ones to make every year. There's just something about their little faces that makes me smile. So then I have a few more things to show you. Let me see if I can reach these into here. This is the Tailored Expressions set, okay? So I saw this when it came out and didn't get it, and then I forgot about it. And Marilyn, hi Marilyn, Marilyn G showed this on her channel. I think it was just a couple months back, Marilyn. I can't remember for sure. But it reminded me that I had wanted to get this because I thought the shape and size of this tag would be perfect with this little cottage cuts tag. So I love how I was able to make them look similar by using the different faces that I have from Peachy Keen. And I just think this turned out so cute. I used this little mitten die to look like an oven mitt, and I put the homemade gingerbread sentiment on there. And then all of the white that you see again is just chalk pencil. So it's always nice to have several chalk pencils in your stash. Amazon carries a chalk pencil that is more like a mechanical chalk pencil. And so I just ordered one of those to see if I can get finer details with it. I read a lot about it and it looks interesting. So if I get that in and I like it, I'll show you guys. But most of the time I'm just using a standard pencil, like looks just like a number 2 pencil, but it's white artist chalk, and you can get it in any artist supply store. Okay, so that's what I used on all of these. So I made just various, ooh, this one's losing its little gem. I should probably put a little bit of glue under these to make sure they stick. But here's one, just a general basic one with no cooking utensils or anything. So on this one you can see I added this little Spellbinders spatula. So this one I just made as general as can be. So this is basically the Tailored Expression set with a Hobby Lobby gem added, a bell and a tie, and this Lawn Fawn tag. But this is essentially what comes in the set, minus the face, which again is a Peachy Keen stamp. So I'm probably repeating myself way too much, and you guys would rather I be quiet and just look at the tags. So here's one where he has a spatula. I've got to erase some glue once it's completely dry with a sand eraser, because I overglued that when I did it. So that one needs a little touch up. But these are all, a lot of them are very similar, like I said. So I'll just walk you through. There's a couple that are a little bit different. This one again is very similar. This one was one of the first ones I made, and I just wanted her to be carrying her little baby. So so I thought this turned out really cute, and I decorated her bow with one of the snowflakes from that little snowflake die. So I just thought this turned out really cute. And then this is that little pocket that's part of that Frantic Stamper apron set. Okay? And then the rolling pin is also from the Frantic Stamper set. So there's that one. Did I show that one close up enough? I hope I did. I hope I'm showing these well, you guys. I'm getting tired, believe it or not. It's hard to hold everything up. Okay, so here's another one with, this one has the little, this one is a little boy. So he has the edges that are more jagged, and he's holding a spoon and he's ready to lick it. So I thought that was fun. I had so much fun making these, you guys. And here's just a basic girl one, like if you were just giving this to your daughter or something. I thought this was really cute. So so that is it for the Tailored Expression set. And then I have a couple more up here, and then a couple cards to show you. So this one uses the mixer and bowl from that Spellbinder set that I showed you. And I would love it, if anyone's listening that makes dies, I would love to have like a 3-inch or even a 4-inch mixer with bowls and a beater, because I just think it would be fun to make a mixer tag. You know, I would love it if all things baking were done. But anyway, so these two are using the little mixer set, and then I can tell my battery's going to die, you guys. So I'm going to really quick just show you these cards. This uses that Simon Says stamp snowflake, and then this uses the spoon and bowl that I showed you, the old Quick Cuts 4x4. And then I just put a ginger family into the bowl, and I again use that Lawn Fawn tag. So that's everything. These, did I finish the insides? Yeah, this is where I use that Warm Wishes. And then, did I do the inside of this one? I can't remember. No, this one I left blank because I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet. So this one says Merry Wishes, but it could be used for a winter birthday instead of for Christmas. So I'm not sure yet how I'm going to use it. But this one is a shaker also. And it has some little like water droplet beads in there. And I found a bunch of transparency at the thrift store, a whole stack of it for $1.99. So I am set for transparency for a long time. So anyway, that is, those are my gingerbread tags and cards for 2019 so far. Again, I hope to continue to make tags once school starts, but I am going to be busy between now and then. So I'm not sure how much more crafting I'm going to be able to do because I've got some other things going on. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and taking a look at all of my creations and sharing crafty time with me. I hope, I send my love out to everybody, to my friend Robin Mudd at Simple Designs, to my friend P. Hi P. P is going through a hard time medically. I think you guys all know that. So send her some love and some prayers up. And I say hello to my friend Kat and Alease and Laura. I have boxes for you guys of Happy Mail that are long overdue, and I'm going to try and do it this week. I've just had so much going on with family that I just haven't had a lot of time, and these tags are used for a giving tree at church in the winter, and if I don't get them done, I feel so much pressure once school starts. It's just too hard, so I had to get these out of the way so I don't feel stressed. So anyway, I'm hoping to get to Happy Mail to you lovely people. I know you understand. Our hearts go out to Alease, who has just lost her wonderful father, and to anyone out there who is missing people they love. You know, we all have loss. We all have hard things. So just choose joy, you guys. It's so important to have gratitude for all the goodness in your life. It helps you get through the hard times. So I say hello to Anne, to Muriel, to all the people I don't think of saying hi to. I was looking at Shishi's channel. I was looking at Diane's channel. Who else was I watching? Oh, I was watching Syntang Mayumi's channel. If you haven't looked at her channel, she's got awesome Christmas tag stuff. Pink Posh paper. The Posh Paper Lady, I think, is another channel I was peeking in at. There's so many wonderful crafters out there. I send my love out to everybody. And then I think it's Tellhimthanku. I forget. Someone just asked me to join in a hop too. So if I can work it out, I'm going to try and do a hop with some tags coming up towards the end of September. So we'll see if I can manage it. Anyway, I send my love out to everybody. This is a really long video. If you made it this far, I'm just in awe. But thank you very much for sharing crafty time with me, and bless you all. Bye now.